Who is your favorite fighter to watch compete? I asked fighters that question in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
I'm going to say Brad Riddell. He's my teammate. I don't like watching him train. He's just a beast, the way he moves. And he's a Muay Thai specialist, but his wrestling, people are sleeping on it. So, yeah, I like to watch him right now. I'm a big fan of him. Even though he's my friend, I'm a big fan of his work.
Honestly, Jones, I love to watch. I do love to watch John Jones because, you know, he's been, I've been champion a lot of the time he was champion. You know, he's been out for a while now and doing his own thing, and I know I can I can recognize that because I've done the same thing. I've had some time out, you know, and we're still fighting, and against some of the highest competition in the world. And now he's moving weight classes. I'm excited to see, you know, how his career shows up at heavyweight.
I'm going to say Marlon Moraes. That's my favorite fighter to watch right now.
Oh, besides Kevin Holland, Conor McGregor. I'm a big McGregor fan. McGregor goes hard. He hit people with left hand. Boom, they're out. Yeah, McGregor. He's the best.
Mighty Mouse, I like. John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Of course, Khabib and McGregor. You know, the big guys, big names.
I kind of got to give it to Robert Whittaker. Seems like Robert Whittaker has the more unique training style out there, and he still show up and he fight like a madman. So I got to only respect that.
You know, I guess because right now, like I'm a flyweight, so I like watching Valentina whenever she fights just to see what she's doing. I mean, a lot of her fights, I think she fights similar, but I always want to watch and see what's going on.
Joanna, I feel like I've always just looked up to her so much. I've always respected her so much, and just the intensity she fights with, you can't not respect that. I love watching her fight.
100% John Jones. He's a fighter with everything. He has this great wrestling game, and most of his fight he's doing standing up. So that means you can mix it up either kind of way, and yeah, I like that. A lot of fighters, they have the background of grappling. From grappling to learn standing up is difficult.
Honestly, probably Rose.
Yeah, like before I got in the UFC, my favorite fighter was always Tito Ortiz. But being in there, I always love watching some of my teammates and stuff like that. Always a huge fan of the Diaz brothers. Just a huge fan of the sport in general.
I really like Stylebender, Israel Adesanya, just because his striking is next level. And I really love watching guys that have, you know, are bona fide, almost savants at a certain thing. And it's watching different levels, and it's an incarnation and a visible representation of there's levels to this game. And when you get someone like a Yair Rodriguez who's just on that high of a level in one specific thing, you see them throwing things and putting things together that most people don't even think about. So
either Demetrius Johnson or GSP.
Right now, I think it's Khabib, man. You know, the way he fights, it's not your normal, I'm just going to take you down and lay on you type fighter. You know, he's a monster. He'll take you down and maul you.
Israel Adesanya has been really impressive since he got to the UFC. I mean, I've seen him compete over in Glory and other kickboxing events before, but over the last couple of years when he decided to focus on MMA, the guy's been incredible. I mean, the things that he does in the octagon is pretty interesting to see, and he's definitely proven a lot of haters and doubters wrong so far being in the UFC.
Man, I really like Joanna Champion. This way I don't mess up her last name. She's fun to watch.
Julio Arce, Jimmy Rivera, Mike Trezano, Lima Good. But other than those guys, my favorites is I love Nate Diaz. I'm a huge Nate Diaz fan.
I don't know. Obviously, GSP was a great one when he was in the UFC. Well, he's just a nice person, and then on top of that, he's just very technical. His wrestling is amazing, and he takes every fight to his world.
Joanna, all those superstars, and at the end of the day, you want to look at them, you want to know what's happening. It's something that it's the sport. They represent the sport, so you want to know what they're doing and stuff like that. So definitely, those big names are always going to be people you want to watch.